Hey, prep class of 21. It's Mr. Laster just going over some of the notes that I had sent out on spring college planning items and also moving into the summer. Congrats on this year. I know it was a difficult one. I'm happy you all are going into the summer now. And just a general thread of advisement on the college front as we go through. Focus on what you guys can control. You know, there's a lot of shifts in the landscape and a lot of things going on. I can assure you that we'll advise accordingly on each of these items. As they change, we'll change with it. So really just focus on what you guys can control, which a lot of this will be covered. So the first thing is I want to go through the notes. So for teacher recommendation requests, you should have asked 2 teachers to recommend you. All right. The general notes that we gave are you should be focusing on core subjects. You know, ideally junior year, but sophomore year is okay. If there's questions on specific majors, like I note here, you can certainly talk to your college counselor about it, and we'll see what you're aiming for and what might be the best match. Right now, all you need to do is get a yes from the teachers. They know that once we get to the first week of school in senior year, we will advise you on the forms that you have to give them, the other procedures. So for now, all you need to do is just get them lined up and get a verbal okay. Right? For Bragg Sheets, okay, the student Bragg Sheet is listed in Naviance. I tell you exactly how to get to it right in this section. Okay. The key with the Bragg Sheets, whether it's parents or students, is breadth and depth. You get what you give in this process. The more detail that we have, the better. So this shouldn't be like a quick 1-sentence assignment. Think about it. Our job is to position you the best we can for the schools you're interested in. So the more information that you give us, the better. Okay. Same goes with parent Bragg Sheets. Many times we will get things in parent Bragg Sheets that are common threads across both the student and the parent, or there are things that the parents give us that maybe students didn't list. So again, the more information, the better. Our overarching goal is to position you the best we can for schools you're interested in. So the more information, the better in terms of telling your story. So as we get down to the essay, in January, I had a session for you guys, and I sent the notes out through Naviance and through Prep Notes, and I also recently sent the whole suite of notes out. But as we sit right now, you've gone through the year, you've gone through your class, you've written an essay. That might end up being your essay. You might pivot and go in a different path. The idea is to take this essay, send it to your college counselor, and you want to get this essay done by August 1st. The reason being, August 1st is when the admission cycle opens. Okay? So if you have your essay done and that's out of the way, it will be much easier for you to tackle any other writings and some of the stuff that will come around the corner once the school year starts. Okay. 2 of the areas that have been affected most by COVID in the college landscape are testing and, of course, visitation. So I want to say a couple things on that. The first thing with testing, yes, there are a lot of schools in the country that have converted to test optional for 2021 because they understand that students cannot test enough or their testing plans have been disruptive. However, that is not all schools. Students still need to act as if. So you have to act as if a lot of schools on your list will still receive testing. Down the road, they might be a school that is test optional, but it might be advantageous for you to send your testing because it's, in an area where it could help you, not hurt you. All right. So you have to act as if for now. What can you control? Again, controlling the controllables. You can control your registrations. You can control having a conversation with your college counselor about where you currently stand and what you might want to isolate and move forward with. All right. So if you have those questions, ask them. But I have had some students ask me, should I even test? And the answer is certainly yes. Other things that I talked about are visitation. So right now, you can't visit really anywhere in the country, but you can do virtual resources. You have to have your list kind of in the back of your mind throughout the summer, trying to develop it, and you have to utilize what's out there, which right now, visitation and virtual resources are pretty much all that you have. We're gearing up for August 1st, guys. That's really when the admission cycle opens. If you've done everything on this sheet and you're keeping in touch with your college counselor with any questions or any items that you need advisement on, you're exactly where I would want any student. If you have, if one of your counselors is in the school counseling office and they might not be in over the summer, certainly make sure you get a meeting in before they go into summer mode. And if your college counselor is 12 months, we have a little more flexibility just in terms of maybe scheduling something over the summer, and we could always be here to answer any questions, in a team atmosphere. Okay, so as I said, always keep in touch with your college counselors. Let us know if you have any questions, and I wish you all a great summer and keep your college process moving.